Imagine stepping back in time. Thousands of years ago, ice covered much of the land. Great beasts roamed free. Among them was a truly spectacular creature. We call it the Irish elk. It was a giant deer, a sight to behold. The Irish elk first appeared during the Pleistocene epoch. This was an age of giants. Woolly mammoths and saber-toothed cats also lived then. The Irish elk was one of the largest deer species ever known. Its fossils tell a fascinating tale. They are found across a vast area, from Ireland in the west across Europe and into Asia. Peat bogs in Ireland preserved their bones remarkably well. These discoveries in the 18th and 19th centuries amazed scientists. The Irish elk belongs to the deer family known as Cervidae. But here is an interesting fact. It was not actually an elk. True elks, like the North American wapiti, are different. Its scientific name is very descriptive. It simply means giant horn or giant antler. This name perfectly suits its most impressive feature. So, if it wasn't a true elk, what was it? Modern science has given us answers. Studies of ancient DNA have revealed its closest living relatives. Surprisingly, they are the fallow deer. Fallow deer are much smaller than the Irish elk. This shows the incredible power of evolution. The giant Irish elk and the modest fallow deer share a common ancestor. The story likely began in continental Eurasia. Its ancestors spread out over many lands. Several different species existed over time, was the largest of them all. It was also one of the last of its ancient line to survive, a truly magnificent final representative of its group. The Ice Age environment played a huge part in shaping this incredible creature. Let us paint a picture of the Irish elk's world. The Ice Age was not just endless snow and ice. There were vast, open landscapes. Think of sprawling tundras and grassy plains. There were also open woodlands with scattered trees. This was the preferred habitat of the Irish elk. It was a mosaic of different environments. Rich vegetation flourished in these areas during warmer periods. The Irish elk was primarily a grazer. It fed on nutritious grasses and herbs. It would also browse on the leaves and shoots of shrubs. Plants like willow and hazel were part of its diet. To sustain its massive body, it needed a lot of food. And to grow those enormous antlers each year, males needed even more. The Irish elk roamed far and wide. Its remains have been found from Ireland and Great Britain. They stretch across Europe to Central Asia. Some evidence even suggests it reached parts of northern Africa. It followed the shifting patterns of vegetation. As climates changed, so did its range. The Irish elk was an important part of this community of megafauna, a key player in the drama of Ice Age life. The antlers of the Irish elk are its most astonishing feature. They were the largest antlers of any deer that has ever lived. Imagine a spread of up to 3.65 meters. That is 12 feet from one tip to the other. They could weigh as much as 40 kilograms or nearly 90 pounds. These were not just antlers, they were a crown, a truly breathtaking spectacle of the natural world. What is even more incredible is that these antlers were temporary. The male Irish elk grew a new set every single year. Then, after the mating season, they would shed them. This is an amazing biological feat. It required enormous amounts of energy and nutrients. Calcium and phosphate were especially important. This put immense metabolic stress on the stags, the male deer. Males used them to impress females. They also used them in ritualized combat with rival males. The stag with the biggest, most impressive antlers often won the right to mate, a powerful symbol of strength. Over countless generations, females may have preferred males with larger antlers. This preference would drive the evolution of bigger and bigger antlers. Our own ancestors shared the world with the Irish elk. Early humans lived alongside these magnificent creatures. This was for many tens of thousands of years. Both modern humans and Neanderthals encountered them. Imagine their awe when they saw these giant deer. The elk, with its massive crown of antlers, must have been an unforgettable sight. A true giant of their time. We have evidence of these interactions. In caves across Europe, early humans left their mark. Famous sites like Lascaux in France contain beautiful cave paintings. Some of these paintings depict large deer. Many experts believe these are Irish elk. These artworks show the importance of these animals. They were a source of wonder and perhaps even spiritual significance for early people. Did humans hunt the Irish elk? The answer is almost certainly yes. These animals were very large. A successful hunt would provide a lot of resources: meat for food, hides for clothing and shelter. Bones and antlers could be used for tools. Archaeological sites sometimes yield Irish elk remains. Some of these bones show cut marks from human tools. The majestic Irish elk did not roam the earth forever. It disappeared from most of its range around 10,600 years ago. A small, isolated population survived in Siberia until about 7,700 years ago. This is quite recent in geological terms. Why did this splendid creature vanish from the world? Scientists have proposed several theories. The truth is likely a combination of factors. It is a complex puzzle to solve. Climate change played a very significant role. The last ice age was coming to an end. The world was becoming warmer and wetter. This caused big changes in vegetation. Open grasslands and tundras began to shrink. Forests started to spread across the landscape. This reduced the preferred habitat of the Irish elk. Their main food sources also became less abundant in these new, denser forests. Those enormous antlers may have become a burden. In open country they were impressive and manageable, but in dense forests they would have been very awkward. Human activity likely added to the pressure. As human populations expanded, they became more efficient hunters. Studying creatures that lived long ago, like the Irish elk, is challenging. The fossil record is often incomplete. We only have fragments of their story. Scientists must work like detectives. They piece together clues from bones and ancient environments. Accurately dating these remains is also very important. It helps us understand when they lived and when they disappeared. Recreating their lives takes careful, dedicated work. Fortunately, modern science provides us with powerful new tools. Genetic studies using ancient DNA are revolutionizing our understanding. Scientists can extract DNA from fossil bones. This DNA can tell us about the Irish elk's genetic diversity. It reveals its relationships to living deer species. Digital technology also helps. We can create three-dimensional models and animations. These help us visualize these animals and their world. The story of the Irish elk offers us vital lessons. It shows that even large, successful animals can be vulnerable. Changes in climate and habitat can have huge impacts. Understanding past extinctions is crucial for modern conservation efforts.